Welcome to Unboxing. My name is Rafael Escobedo, and today we're going to talk about this week's recap and also the previews for the fight coming this week. And today is June 10th, 2015. Miguel Cotto coming off the win, beating Daniel Gill, is talking about mentioned fighting Canelo. De La Hoya is talking about it, but it hasn't really been confirmed from any of the fighters yet. It's going to happen around October or November after Mayweather's September fight, whoever he's gonna fight. Cotto is talking about that he won the fight against Daniel Gill. He's not really a 160 pounder, so he's probably not gonna fight Triple G anytime soon. And hopefully that gives us a way for him to fight Canelo. Also talking about Triple G, De La Hoya mentioned last week about coming back to fight. And also, if he does fight, he wants to fight Triple G, but don't take that seriously. As De La Hoya is being real, I guess, self-centered right now, and he thinks he could actually come back after that layoff and fight Triple G. And people want to pay for it. Floyd Mayweather is supposed to have relinquished his belts that he mentioned after he fought Pacquiao. He still hasn't done that. They said that he got up to July 3rd doing that, and that's actually after the fight that Tim Bradley and Jesse Vargas are supposed to fight for one of his belts that he's supposed to give up, and he hasn't let go of it yet. The Tim Bradley and Jesse Vargas fight probably won't be for his WBO belt that he's supposed to give up. So we'll see what happens after that. Unless Mayweather's trying to hold off, or maybe trying to get a fight with Tim Bradley, which that'd be a better fight, I think. Mayweather versus Tim Bradley. Amir Khan really didn't see that much for him, but I think Tim Bradley could slug it out with Mayweather and give him a better fight. And the first fight is coming up this week. This Friday on Spike TV is Erislandy Lara versus Delvin Rodriguez. Should be a decent fight. Lara is basically he's actually a good fighter, not kind of the Canelo fight. A lot of people didn't like the way he kind of didn't want to box and just kind of ran. A lot of people say that's boxing by running, but compared to Mayweather, he really didn't actually box. He actually ran. He galloped away from Canelo, not trying to fight him one-on-one. But he has fought good fighters in the past. Austin Trout, Paul Williams, because southpaw, real slick, straight left. Should be able to beat Delvin Rodriguez. Delvin Rodriguez is... He hasn't really fought that many great fighters, but he's a rugged fighter. He's experienced, been around for a while. 6 foot tall. That reach might give him problems, but see what happens. But I think Lara should win that fight with no problem. And then the next day we also have Deontay Wilder versus Molina. Be an easy fight for Wilder. Molina really doesn't have fight nobody. Only Chris Arreola, which he got beaten up by him. And all the fights he had before basically just W's under his belt. He was trying to build up Mexican heavyweight, I guess. About what's going on HBO that Saturday night also. Nicholas Walters versus Miguel Mariaga. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And Felix Verdejo versus Ivan Najera. And basically Nicholas Walters and Felix Verdejo are the up-and-coming fighters. Well, actually Walters has been fighting for a while, and he's KO Nonito Donaire. Felix Verdejo, he's an up-and-coming Puerto Rican fighter. 5'9", pretty tall, lightweight division. He's still making his rounds, but it looks real entertaining fighter. Real lanky, real explosive. Let's see some of his highlights right here. One of his opponents goes for the body uppercut, power hit. He's fighting Ivan Najera. He looks like a rugged fighter, but at the same time, you look at under his records, he found a lot of people that have losing records, really nobodies. Recent matches he had were people that didn't have good records, 14-10-2, 7-8-3. Probably the last good fight he had was back in 2014 of August, which the person he fought was 13-1. But all these fights are basically by decision, which shows that he doesn't have that much of a pop. So Verdejo should be having getting a win for that, and hopefully he gets a good knockout off of this. Main event, Nicholas Walters right here against the Flash. Flash was supposed to be able to knock him out, but Walters ended up knocking him out. And he's fighting against Miguel Mariaga. And he's a Colombian fighter. He got a good record because Colombian getting some W's under his belt. He really hasn't fought nobody. Should be also another win for Walters after him coming off of wins over Nonito Donaire and Vic Darcharian. This should be no problem for Nicholas Walters. The only reason to watch these two fights is because Verdejo's up and comer, so is Walters somewhat, but he's already fought two good fighters. But at the same time, just to show what's going on right now in this weight division, he's a featherweight, Nicholas Walters, and Verdejo is a lightweight. I'd like to see up and coming fighters do it and see who comes out of it. It's like a decent weekend for boxing, even though it's not the more popular fighters fighting, but should be a good entertainment weekend. Friday night free, Spike TV, HBO, and Showtime. Showtime put that on recorder. I really don't care to watch it that much, but put that on recorder and watch the HBO fights. That looks pretty entertaining. And thank you for Man Boxing. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments. Please like and subscribe.